Sarah clutched little Ethan against her chest as the rain turned her pleas into desperate whispers. The boy shivered, clinging to his soaked teddy bear. The man who'd just stepped out of the restaurant paused. Expensive suit watch worth more than 3 months of her old salary. "Sir, my son is sick. I just need somewhere." The man's voice sounded tired. Sarah swallowed hard. The taste of humiliation was worse than hunger. "I don't want money. I need a place to sleep tonight. A shelter, a bench, under cover, anything." The man's eyes shifted from her to Ethan. The boy coughed. A wet sound that sent liquid panic through Sarah's stomach. "Please." Her voice broke. "Please." Ryan Novak had passed dozens of people begging for help that night. New York City was full of sad stories. He had his own, but something in this woman's gaze nailed him to the sidewalk. It wasn't the desperation. It was the way she held the child like her body was a shield against the entire world, just like his mother had held him 23 years ago. "Get in the car." Sarah blinked. Raindrops on her lashes made the world blurry. "What?" "Get in the car." "Sarah!" He pointed to the black Mercedes parked a few feet away. "I'll take you to a shelter." Sarah's hands shook. It could be a trap. He could be a predator, anything. Ethan coughed again, his little body burning even in the cold rain. "Okay." Sarah followed the man to the car. Each step was a surrender. The interior smelled of leather and wealth. Sarah stained the seat with dirty water. The man didn't care. "What's your son's name, Ethan?" Sarah kissed the boy's forehead. "He's 4 years old. He's sick. Fever since yesterday." "No, I can't afford a doctor." Ryan started the engine. His hands on the wheel were steady, no rings. Sarah noticed that. Married men were predictable. Rich single men were dangerous. "How long have you been on the street?" 2 days. A lie. It had been 4, but 2 sounded less pathetic. The car moved through streets Sarah no longer recognized, too clean, too lit. "This isn't the way to any shelter." No, Ryan didn't look at her. "The shelters are full. I checked an hour ago." Sarah's heart raced. She reached for the door handle. "Then, where are you taking me?" "To my place." "My doctor will check your son." "No, your son has a high fever. It could be pneumonia. Would you rather he die because of your pride?" The words hit like fists. Sarah closed her eyes. Ethan whimpered against her neck. "What do you want in return?" Ryan finally looked at her. His eyes were dark, impossible to read. "Nothing. Everyone wants something. Then I want to sleep tonight without wondering if a child died because I didn't help." The car stopped in front of a building that touched the clouds. A doorman in uniform opened the door. His expression changed when he saw soaked, dirty Sarah. "Mr. Novak, call Dr. Ramirez. Tell him it's urgent." The elevator rose in silence. Sarah counted the floors. 30, 32, 35. The doors opened straight into a penthouse. Floor-to-ceiling windows showed the city like a map of lights. Sarah had cleaned houses like this, never thought she'd enter one as a guest or whatever she was. "The bathroom is there. Clean towels. Change your son's clothes." Ryan disappeared into another room. Sarah stood dripping on Italian marble. Ethan opened his fever-glazed eyes. "Mommy, where are we?" "Somewhere safe, my love. Just for tonight." A lie. But the lie they both needed. The bathroom was bigger than her old room. Sarah undressed Ethan with clumsy hands, dried his hot little body. The teddy bear dripped on the floor. When they came out, Ryan had laid dry clothes on the couch, a huge t-shirt and pajama pants for her. For Ethan, nothing. A 4-year-old wouldn't fit his clothes. "The doctor will be here in 20 minutes. "Thanks." The word came out small. "Are you hungry?" Sarah nodded before pride could stop her. "Sit. I'll make something." She watched him move awkwardly in the kitchen. A man used to others cooking for him. He pulled out bread, ham, cheese, a simple sandwich. Sarah ate like a starving animal. Ethan only drank water, his little eyes closing between sips. The buzzer rang. An older man with a black bag entered without surprise, as if midnight emergencies in penthouses were normal. Maybe they were in this world. "Dr. Ramirez, thanks for coming." "Ryan." The doctor looked at Sarah and Ethan with professional warmth. "Let's see what's going on here." The doctor's hands were gentle. Cold stethoscope on Ethan's small chest. Thermometer under the tongue, 102 degrees. Respiratory infection. Needs antibiotics and rest. 3 days minimum. Sarah felt the floor shift under her feet. I can't pay for this. It's covered. Ryan spoke from the doorway. I can't accept that. Would you rather your son get worse? Sarah hated this man, hated his money, hated his 35th floor, hated how every word of his was right, and she had no argument. I'll leave in 3 days, as you wish. The doctor left medicines with detailed instructions. He departed with the same discretion he'd arrived. Ryan showed Sarah a small room, a simple bed, partial view window. The guest room has its own bath, of course. Even in his generosity there was hierarchy. Sarah laid Ethan on the bed. The boy fell asleep immediately, his breathing uneven but calmer. Ryan lingered in the doorway, a tall shadow against the hall light. What's your name? Sarah. Sarah, he repeated, testing it. Rest. We'll talk tomorrow. He left before she could ask what they needed to talk about. Sarah lay beside Ethan, still in the borrowed t-shirt that smelled of expensive detergent and cologne. She'd crossed a line tonight. She didn't know if toward salvation or something worse. Ethan breathed against her neck, alive, warm, safe. For now, that was enough. She closed her eyes and let exhaustion drag her under, unaware the man across the penthouse couldn't sleep either, wondering what the hell he'd just done. Sarah woke before the sun. Ethan's body burned against hers like live coal. They had to leave. Now. She rose carefully. Found her dirty, damp jeans from yesterday. They still stank of rain and defeat. Where are you going? Ryan's voice froze her at the door. He was in the hallway, coffee mug in hand, fully dressed as if he'd been waiting. We're leaving. Thanks for everything. Your son has a 104-degree fever. Lie. I checked. Ethan whimpered a small broken sound that twisted Sarah's gut. Ryan entered the room, placed his hand on the boy's forehead. Sarah wanted to push him away, but he was right.